So I stumbled upon this video ranking technique recently, and very few people know about this outside of the people that I've been teaching through some tutorial videos on my YouTube channel. Now the best part is this technique takes just a few extra minutes to implement, but if you ignore this super simple method of optimizing your YouTube videos, you can miss out on ranking for multiple keywords, and in turn you could miss out on a significant increase in video views and traffic to your video. So in this video I'm going to show you how I use this method to rank for multiple targeted keywords instead of just one keyword for my YouTube videos, and I will show you how to do this step by step. I call this method the Rank Sculpting technique, and this enables you to rank for multiple keywords, not just in YouTube but in Google as well. And this is what we are going to do. We're going to identify 3 targeted keywords. They must have videos ranking in Google for those 3 targeted keywords. Then we are going to outline a video script so that you are going to speak those keywords in your video, and then you're going to map out a timestamp for those keywords as well after you have recorded your video. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert some search intent keyword grouping inside the video description, and then we are going to create an optimized headline and description, at least for the first paragraph of that description, so that we have all 3 targeted keywords in both the title and the first paragraph of the description. So let's go and see how to do this each step at a time. So first we're going to do some research inside YouTube itself, and we are going to identify 3 targeted keywords. Now to do that I'm going to use this software. You can do this within YouTube. I just find it easier to use my vid optimizer software tool here. So what I'm looking to do here is to take the angles, the in-content angles from the titles from the most popular YouTube videos for my keywords that I am targeting, and also the top ranked videos. Okay, so the most popular and the top ranked videos, I want to sculpt my content around them, and I'm looking for things like the modifiers. You can see here this guy is using the word need all bold capital letters, and he's got 116,000 views. It tells me that he's ranking very well. Plus he's getting a lot of traffic, probably because a combination of his CTR from the video and from the video thumbnail, because of his headline, and probably because of this tools that you need. It kind of appeals, it kind of brings people in and appeals to people, and it seems to be working for him. Okay, we're looking also for opportunities for modifiers that we can use. You can see here Brian Dean, for example, has used the year in here 2021. People can see instantly that this is an up-to-date video. Okay, so that makes it appealing as well. And what we're looking for as well is modifiers that we can use not just within our content, but we're looking for modifiers that we can use within our YouTube description. We're looking for different angles that we can use within our content. Basically we are sculpting our content around what's working for other people just by looking at their video titles. Okay, we are doing sculpting of content, okay, according to what is working inside YouTube, just by looking at their titles, which is the most important metadata point in YouTube. Okay, everybody who is successful in YouTube understands the power of the YouTube title. This is where they put their best foot forward. This is where you can go and get some good ideas for keywords that you can speak in your content, for keywords that you can use in your titles, for angles that you can use in your content, for keywords and modifiers that you can use in your description and also in your video script. So now that we have got some notes taken from here, and you can see the way that I do it is I take a sticky note, and I use this sticky note because it's very easy for me to work with, and if I click in the background it stays on top. You can find this in Google Chrome. It's a Chrome extension, but it works as an app, and you can use that within your desktop software. Now here I've identified 3 keywords. I've got YouTube SEO tools, I've got video SEO tools, and I've got new video optimization tool. Okay, these are the 3 keywords that I've taken from this. These are where I want to build around my main keywords, my title, and the first paragraph of my YouTube description, which we will come to later. But first, the next step is we need to make sure that these keywords have got videos on page 1 of Google. So to make this easy and quick, again I'm going to use my TubeKit Vid Optimizer tool here, and you can see I have added my 3 keywords and I have checkboxed these 3 keywords, and all I have to do is I'm going to click on this button and it will tell me if these keywords have got video on page 1 of Google, and you can see all 3 of these have got that, so that's all good. Now we can move on to the next step. So this step is actually very simple to do if you want to do the way I have done this video. You can see this video, I have identified my talking points, okay, and I will speak about each one of these. Now ideally you want to keep these talking points to about 60 seconds each, okay, that's according to Brian Dean. But people like Brian Dean, he will use word for word script and not freewheel, okay. I prefer to freewheel a little bit but work from an outline like this, and that means I can basically explain things in a natural voice, because it's hard for me personally to be able to read from a teleprompter or a script and sound natural at the same time. Find out what works best for you, and whatever works best for you, try and stick to it. But if you look at the Brian Dean example, this is the difference between being very successful in YouTube and being average on YouTube. For example, he will go into a recording studio, he will have the whole script written out beforehand, he will take as many takes as it needs to be able to do that video very good. He's got professional video editors there, they do different angles, different pattern interrupts, etc., and at the end of that he has got a high quality video, well scripted, presented properly, professionally, and he is expecting to get tens of thousands of views as soon as he publishes it, okay. That is the difference. The preparation is the difference, and if you can stick to at least an outline, then you're going to be a lot further forward to getting success in YouTube as well, okay. Now the next step, we will cover how to do timestamps. And to do that, if you have a tool like TubeKit Vid Optimizer tool, we have got a video transcriber in here, and you can just basically transcribe from here. But for this example, I'm going to show you how to do this in YouTube, and it's very simple. So I've got a video here from Neil Patel, and you can see at the bottom down here, underneath the video, it's got this row of buttons down here, and you can see these 3 dots. If you click on that and then click on Open Transcription, it will open the transcription here. And what you can do is you can simply copy and paste this, and you can basically put that into a TXT file. If you do then a Control and F, then you can go and search for those phrases that you have already spoken from your video outline or from your video script, okay. That way you can identify exactly where you spoke that at the exact time, and then you just need to simply copy and paste each one and basically put that into your YouTube description. Now there's a second reason why this is really important. It's important because it's user friendly. First of all, it's important because Google and YouTube like it. Now have a look at the Google search results. If I come in here and I type in the keyword YouTube SEO tools, you can see we've got several videos on first page of Google. What have they all got in common? They all have got timestamps. Timestamps are like a table of contents. And if we go and look at the descriptions for this video, for example, from Ahrefs, we come into the description and you will see the timestamps here. You can see it starts at 0.00 with the word intro, and then he has timestamped according to the talking points that he has in his video. And that simple little table of contents here results in the ability to rank in Google. Now, so you need to be using this, because if your competition is using timestamps and you are not, the chances are they have got a major advantage over you to rank in Google and get that extra traffic from the Google search engines. And that takes us on to the next step, and that is to find search intent keywords that we can group for the purpose of optimizing our YouTube description. And you can see here in Ubersuggest, which is a free keyword tool. Anybody can use this tool. With the free version is good enough to be able to do what I'm showing you here. You can see I can put in a seed keyword phrase, and Ubersuggest is very good at this. It's giving you very closely related keyword phrases. So you can see here how to rank YouTube videos, how to rank a YouTube video, how to rank YouTube videos fast. They all very, very similar phrases, and you can take a few of these and sprinkle them throughout your description, and you can have an idea which ones are the most important by the volume, but stick to what is the most relevant keywords to your content. Okay, if you do that, then you're going to have less people bouncing off. Okay, so just give people what they expect to get when they're doing that search in the search engines. That's why I've called this search intent keyword grouping. Okay, this search intent keyword grouping, it's free to do. You can use others suggest. The free version is good enough, and you can go and sprinkle a few of these through there for your descriptions, as long as they are relevant to your content. Okay, so the final step, I'm going to do a demonstration for you here, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a headline and the first paragraph of your YouTube description, and it's going to be the same thing. We're going to actually take the headline that we craft here and use it as the first part of your YouTube description, so that we've got all of the keywords that are included in your title in the description as well. That means that we are optimizing both at the same time. So for example, let me just show you a very, very brief demonstration here. You can see underneath this logo I've got 4 keywords here, or 4 words here in this keyword phrase: YouTube video optimization software. Now, if that was my video title, I would be able to rank for 3 keywords because of the way this is constructed. Okay, for example, YouTube video optimization is an exact match. It's what you would expect. It's what all the gurus tell you. Okay, that is an exact match keyword, as is YouTube video optimization software. It's exact match. You would expect that you're optimizing for that particular keyword. Okay, but what you might not understand, and this is what we found by accident, and we have tested this multiple times and it works like gangbusters, is, for example, the keyword phrase YouTube optimization software. It's not exact match, it's not even phrase match, but because I have these words from that keyword phrase within this sentence or within this title, then I can expect that we can get rankings for that if we can get the CTR clicks from the search engine for that particular keyword phrase. Okay, we can cover that in a separate video, how we do that, but for now, just understand the process. So if I just take that a little bit further, because that's a very, very short sort of title there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste in here a title that I made up before I started to record this segment of the video. And you can see here I've got YouTube video optimization software, and I put in brackets for fast SEO rankings. Now, something important here is that we can put in a separate angle within the title, as long as it fits the content. It must be relevant to the content. So you can see here I've got YouTube video optimization software. That means that I'm able to go and rank, in theory, I'm able to go and rank for these keywords here. Okay, these 3 keywords here. Let me just make that smaller so that you can see these. I'll make it number 12 size, and I will make it a black. Okay, so you can see these. Now we can also expect to go and rank for YouTube SEO software. Okay, why? Because we've got YouTube, we've got SEO, and we've got software. It's not even in order, but it's in the title. But only if we can get the CTR clicks from the search engines. Okay, this is a big breakthrough. If you understand this simple little strategy, it can make all of the difference from getting multiple keywords ranking or just 1 or 2 keywords ranking. It can make a difference as well for the suggested video if the people are doing the CTR click in combination with high retention video views. Okay, how do we do that? I'll cover it in a separate video, but just understand how this works. If you've understood this part, if this is the only thing that you take away from this video, this is the most important thing, because you can do this every time you upload a video very, very easily, just with an extra minute or 2. Okay, so let's do a quick recap on what we have covered in this video. So we identify 3 targeted keywords, okay, and all 3 keywords must have all the words within the title, okay, and also these keywords must have a video on page 1 of Google if you want to get extra traffic from Google. Okay, so after that we can outline a video script, and we can timestamp the keywords easily from that outline that we've already done. If we have done that, then we can start to optimize our description a little bit more as well by inserting some search intent keyword grouping. And that means that we're going to find some keywords that are very, very closely related and that fit your content. Okay, so they actually match the relevancy of the content and the search intent for the actual search query that people are typing into YouTube and Google. And then we're going to optimize our headline and our description, not just to put the 3 keywords in there. We will front load the main keyword, and we will make sure the other 2 keywords have all the words within the title. Okay, but we're also going to optimize our title for CTR, for the click-through rate. That's really, really important. And to do that, we have added a new tool within our TubeKit Alpha Vid Optimizer tool, and that comes with the Vid Optimizer software, no matter if you buy the front end or the OTO1 or the OTO2, because it's too important not to put that in that front end. So I've put it in the front end, and if you want to see a video on how that works and how it can tell you things that you can do to improve your title, to improve the CTR, then you can watch another video that I will do after this one, and I'll put a link in the description underneath this video. So check the links in the description, and also check any end screen videos that we have at the end of this video as well. Okay, now if you want to get a checklist for this and my YouTube SEO checklist for 2021, this is a brand new checklist, the YouTube SEO one, and basically it is a collection of tips from the top SEO experts for YouTube. I'm talking about people like Neil Patel and Brian Dean, Ahrefs, and a whole bunch of other people that you might not have heard of that you really should be aware of. And it comes as well with the link to all the videos in that playlist that I've actually watched. I've created a playlist from all of those videos where I've been taking tips from, and they got some fantastic tips in there, and these are tips that will actually move the needle. These are tips that actually do work, and you will notice it's a lot shorter than the one that we had last year. Okay, it's a complete revamp, and it's got less things in there but more actionable things in there that will make a difference. So you do want to get your hands on that. The link for that is in the description as well. Now before I go, I want to offer a free version of the TubeKit Alpha Vid Optimizer tool. You can see here, this is the Vid Optimizer tool. This has been reworked and revamped over the past few weeks, and it's not been a quick job, but we've done a thorough job with this, and we have basically redesigned all the algorithm behind this as well, according to those tips that I've picked up from other people who are generating 10,000 plus views on every single video that they do. These are YouTube SEO tips that move the needle, all built into the algorithm for this. So you can see here that it will color code your keyword phrases as you start to type them out. We can tell any keywords have got a video on page 1 of Google. We can do all in title, competition, scraping to see what your competition is in Google for that particular keyword phrase, and you can see the cost per click and the monthly search volume, etc., in here as well. Plus we've got some great tools that we have just added as well, so that we can optimize our titles nicely for the CTR, click-through, etc. as well. I will cover this stuff in a separate video, but to win this, what I want you to do is to leave a comment underneath. Okay, and if you leave a comment underneath and tell me which tip gave you the biggest aha moments from this video, okay, and which tip you will use in your next video. Okay, if you can do that and leave a comment, I will pick one winner to get the full version of the Vid Optimizer tool. Okay, not the full TubeKit Alpha, but the full Vid Optimizer tool. That is quite a significant giveaway to offer, because we are going to put this into a product launch. It's going to be a front end first upsell and second upsell is all going to be features just from the video optimizer tool. That's how much it's actually got packed in here. It's got a whole bunch of traffic and SEO tools packed in here, and to help you with the on-page optimization and for suggested video optimization as well. So you do want to get a hold of this, even if you don't win the contest, but one lucky person will win the contest. Just let me know which one of these tips give you the biggest aha moment, okay, and which one you're going to use in your next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and to like the video if you got some value from this. Thank you.